Good morning, boomers. The voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, crypto's finest champagne crypto. Thanks for tuning in. The bull run continues out here, boomers, as Bitcoin seemed to have propelled about $500 in like an hour out here. So this thing is moving, shaking, and grooving, and I'm excited. Ether is moving, and today's day one of Wise. I'm excited about that as well. And I'll be giving you guys the update. Good morning to Rafterman, Derek Smith, the rest of the pumpers out there on the networks. Let me make sure that I'm muted here. Okay, excellent. Let me know if you could read me loud and clear, and if I have an echo or not, because I've had a little echo back and forth. I think I took care of that. Shout out to Athlete. Shout out to Bibnida over there on DLive. I am multi-streaming using Restream.io, so you could catch me on both platforms simultaneously. And nice day today. Bitcoin moving and grooving. 15,000. Let me turn off this coins and click an ad here. Brave browser ads still paying out loud and clear. Athlete, indeed, and good sound here. Good. Okay, good. No echo. Awesome. Bitcoin, look at this graph right here, this chart. Moving and grooving. We're at 15,739. Here's the 1 day. We're topping off here at 15,763. So we're basically all-time high for a 24-hour period right now. Bitcoin up 119% since January. This thing continues to rip. Will we see all-time highs this year? There's still a possibility. I mean, we got to get to 20K, but this thing's been moving fast. So enjoy it, guys. Enjoy it. I think that we still have some gas in the tank, and perhaps maybe there'll be a set-off if we get closer to 20K. But listen, above 15,000 is great. I mean, it was just the other day that we were at 12 or 13,000. So I receive it. Excellent. Bitcoin against the USD there at 15,765. Ether, we'll check out Ether in just a moment too. Ether's been doing pretty well. Let me pull up the Ether chart. Yesterday, we were talking about how Ether's been outperforming Bitcoin, at least this week, and I expect it to outperform Bitcoin. I'll tell you that much. Although the technicals weren't that favorable yesterday, you could see this thing's up 3%, and it's moving. Actually, it's slightly moving faster than Bitcoin right now. So, something to consider. ETH against the US dollar, 465. I just threw another an ETH at Wise token. Today's day one. Catch that video I just posted. But yeah, ETH, I think, could be hitting 500 soon, and then the all-time high is 1,400 for ETH. Year to date, up 261%. Okay, so almost twice that of Bitcoin. So I've been saying this, guys. I think Ether is a good hold midterm. Okay, and I'll consider even maybe selling some Ether if they actually do upgrade to ETH 2.0, and then maybe buying the dip. Let's run the numbers over here on CoinGecko and see how things are looking. Bitcoin again, they're at 15,702. Ether at 464. Ripple at 25 cents. Chainlink at 1312. Bitcoin Cash at 257. Polkadot at 449. I think there's some news with Polkadot today. I don't know what it is. I just saw that their name was listed in the headline there on CoinDesk. So that may be a reason why it's moving. Binance at 28. There's a lot of green today. Litecoin there at 59, almost $60. Cardano at number 10 at 10 cents. And we skipped Satoshi Vision. EOS 252. Monero. Okay, Monero up in number 14. And then Wrap Bitcoin 15651. Okay, nice. A lot of green. See who's the mover in the past 24 hours. Loopring, another DeFi coin. OMG. UMA, another DeFi. Vitae, I don't know much about. Kusama, this is on the Polkadot. Kyber's moving. Blockstack, I like this one. And let's see who the losers are. Aave. Oh, wow. That's interesting. After moving so much, it dumped. Decentraland, Golem, Synthetics, Band. These were up yesterday and people took profits. So I'm not surprised. Shout out everybody there on DLive. Let me add some lemons to the chest over here. Thank you to Stim for the 1,000 BitTorrents. Thank you to Athlete for the ice cream. I appreciate you maniacs. Guys, make sure you're following me there on dlive.tv/champagne crypto. This runs on Tron, and you can stake BitTorrent. And this is all live stream crypto friendly. Make sure you're using it. I'm excited about this one. Let's go ahead and check out what CoinDesk is saying over here. Ethereum service provider scrambled to update software after unannounced hard fork. Yeah, I heard for a second there was an unannounced hard fork. I had someone messaging me saying, oh, I'm trying to get into Wise token, but the gas fees are like $200 right now or something like that. And I think that was just momentarily yesterday. I just used Ethereum just about less than an hour ago, and I paid like $4 in gas fee, so no big deal. Okay, Bitcoin likely to consolidate before December rise towards 20K, says analyst. I agree. Okay, so you could check that out. Let's check out what CoinT is talking about. Polkadot wants to recreate Ether on Polkadot. Okay, that's what I saw here. Polkadot in the news. So there's a project here, Moonbeam. You may want to check that one out as well. Diplomatic Ways. Good morning, sir. Let's check out what Market Watch. Let's check out the traditional. Stocks climb, but Dow sags as rotation fizzles despite coronavirus vax prospects. Okay. You saw Pompeo yesterday. There will be a smooth transition to a second Trump administration. That was exciting. CDC now says face masks protect the wearer and the economy. These guys, man. And then you see Biden. He set up the whole entire. He's basically got a studio sound stage where he's LARPing like he's the president. He's not the president yet, or and who knows if he ever will be. I'll tell you that. But he's LARPing hard. The media is wild, guys. The media is wild. Never forget that Al Gore was so-called president-elect for 30 days before the court shot him down. So don't believe everything you see in the media. I'll tell you that much. Stocks mix as tech soars, recover some losses. Yeah, I saw some of the tech sell-off yesterday. And then Wall Street Journal, more of this presidential crap. Don't matter who sits behind the desk, guys. The banks seem to be in control. And that's just what the facts, Jack, seem to be. Trolling them with that statement. That's funny. Shout out to Diplomatic Ways and all the boomers out there. Wise Token. So I did a whole video on this morning. I threw another Ether. I used Slobo's link. And maybe I throw more Ether. I know someone, Bibby, used my link. I had a couple other people use my link. So, send it over. And if I can, I'll try to use your link. I did so with Slobo. So I got 3 ETH, a little bit more than 3 ETH in this. Let's check out the reservations. If you know anything about Hex, then, you may want to look at this one. I'm speculating with this project. Today's day 1, and this is going to be 50-day reservation period before you could trade and stake the token next year. So, there's already 565 ETH on day 1. I got in on day 5. I got in on day 4. I got a link down below if you guys want to get a 10% bonus. Let's not be fooled. The situation's totally different from Gore v. Bush. Trump is going to be out here. Yeah, I mean, listen, it is different. But, the point I'm trying to make is that, the media doesn't decide out here. The courts do, apparently. So, I still think the chances are low if Trump really takes it home. But, nevertheless, it's not decided yet. You know what I mean? So, let's see. And again, for everybody listening, I didn't go for either of these clowns. I don't consent to Joey or Donnie. But it'd be nice to see the media prove them wrong once again after they've shadow banned us and trolled us here as well. So, allegedly, I have to put those words in because you never know. Allegedly, in my opinion, the whole channel should be called Allegedly, in my opinion. Recount and GA. Yeah, I know. The game's not over, guys. The game's not over. Obviously, Joey's winning, and I recognize that. And listen, let's be clear, okay? If he wins fair and square, then he should win fair and square. All we want is fairness out here. We're not like one of these, not like the lefties with the not my president and he's not legitimate and all that. Nah, chill. If he legit won, then he legit won the game, and then we go another, and we play again in 4 years. But I just want to, and I think all the people want to make sure that things are being done without any funny bunny, okay? Without any funny bunny. Snipe out the bunnies. That's all. And, if it's proven that, he did legit won, then that's it. We won't cry. And again, I wouldn't even say that I'm rooting, that I support Donnie, but I kind of, it's harder. It's easier to support Donnie than Joey. I'll tell you that much. But I don't consent to either. So anyway, back to Wise. I threw an ETH on this. Let's look at the reservation period. I think I threw an ETH on day 24 now. Let me look back. See here. Because I was looking for a day that had not that much ETH. Look, day 13 has 146 ETH. I threw half an ETH on this. And the day 22 only has 128 ETH. So I threw one ETH at this, and I got that extra 10% bonus. Shout out to Slobos. I got a link down below if you guys want to, get that 10% bonus too. So yeah, this one I'm speculating. This one's been audited. The team is public, but I would consider this risky. Okay, it's not like I'm going to be throwing the majority of the bag at this. Okay, so something to consider. It's kind of my speculative, my one speculation that I hope would be a hitter. He can have his recounts and lose twice. He's down by 30K and it's over. It's not over to the fat lady sings. That's the whole point that we're trying to make out here. But if he legitimately lost, I mean, the game's the game, guys. But after the complaining for 4 years by these lefties about Russia hoax and this and that and the impeachment and Stormy and all this, and you're not going to let him get his recount after they attacked this guy. I've never seen a man attacked like this. And again, I didn't even support this guy. Honestly, but you got to call it for what it is. So I mean, if it's over when the courts say it's over, not the TV or the media. But yeah, that's what it is, guys. So drop a comment. Let me know what's shaking and baking. Make sure you're following me there on D Live TV. Shout out to Diplomatic Ways. I'm gonna pass out these lemons to the maniacs out there. I'm restreaming with Restream.io, so make sure you're catching me on D-Live. If you spend most of your time on YouTube, don't call yourself a crypto maniac, and you're not even using crypto-friendly applications. Okay? Consider that. So let me pass out these lemons. Distribute rewards. Kaboom. And the lucky winners today are 76 in Diplomatic Ways. I was about to say athlete because athlete's usually the big winner. 76 won. He usually wins too. And Diplomatic Ways got 19. Shout out to you guys with the lemons. I appreciate your participation. Thank you so much. All right, guys, I'll take a few more comments and questions. I'm with Raptorman. I think everybody just wants fairness. I agree with you. And I think that's another reason why a lot of us have migrated into the blockchain space, because the blockchain space appears to be more fair than the fiat space. So, now, is it completely fair? I don't think anything is bulletproof, guys. I don't think that, anything is perfect or a utopia. But the point I'm trying to make here is, blockchain seems to be a little more verifiable than other routes. And I agree with Rafterman. I just want fairness. I agree. Shout out to Diplomatic Ways. I see you out there. Let's look at the stock market indices. S&P's up 0.74. Dow 29,487. So it's slightly up. Indices, no, actually I'm looking for metals. Metals are not really moving. 1862 for gold, silver there at 24.2. Okay. I think the talk here is the 10-year yield. The 10-year yield has been rocketing. It's almost back at 1. Up another 1.47 in the past 24 hours. Keep an eye on the 10-year yield. This is a major bullishness for the stocks. And maybe some of this stuff is leaking into crypto. I mean, there it is. Let me click on this ad. Yeah, I'll take a few more comments and questions. We got this character, Learn Crypto TV, says it was fair the first time. Well, apparently not there. The lefties thought it wasn't. They were complaining for 4 years. But, all Anyway, shout out to Marlon. He's back. Boom, Marlon. Kaboom. I mentioned you yesterday, Marlon. I said we'll get you on the horn soon. Once again, I even said that to Rafter, man. Maybe we'll fire it back up. I got my roof fixed. What was a little patch up over there? They had, fixed the roof, and I guess the little part they had to patch up. It was been rainy, and luckily they got to do that. Make sure, I don't know which video it was that we had Marlon on, but he's one of our crypto bros. But I'm wrapping it up here. Let me know what's shaking and baking out there, guys, before I take off. I'm going to hit the gym today. Well, my home gym. I've been telling you guys, I finally secured the barbell here, the Olympic barbell. I got the weight. It's hard to find weights. You try to find, you could find the racks. You could even probably buy the bar, but to actually find like the 45 plates, they're really taxing heavy out there. So I'm glad that I was, I got 245, 235, 425s. I got to get some 10s, but I can activate the deadlifts now. Tyler says it was rigged when Trump won. Yeah, I mean, back and forth with the rig. I just want it to be fair, and whatever it is, guys. I mean, I'm done with it, guys. I'm done with the back and forth. Let me just be clear. It doesn't matter who's behind the desk. They're not going to do anything for you. Chainlink blue chipper? Not yet, Tony. Maybe one day, though. I don't consider it. Although I do recognize, Tony, that Chainlink has outperformed Bitcoin in the last couple of years. Marlon says he's been beaten battered over there in the hurricane season. Yeah, it's been a while. They said there was like over 20 named storms. I was listening on the radio. It's been a record out there. So, they're firing up the HARP machine, allegedly. If anybody knows about HAARP. Rafter Man, thank you for the $2. Boom. Rafter Man showing love. Yeah, guys, show love if you like. Here in the super chat, Rafter Man just throw me $2. He always shows love. I appreciate that. If you get value from the stream, throw little ducats here in the bucket. Vote Bitcoin ETH on the 2020 ticket. You know it. I had the meme up a few days ago. I voted Bitcoin. I didn't vote for none of these guys. I don't consent to Joey or Donnie. They're all a bunch of clowns. Let me be 1,000 out you. M.A. Phillips says, good morning, champ. Any thoughts on Hex? My thoughts on Hex is that, I wish I could have been on it at the beginning. I obviously missed the train. My thoughts on Hex is I think that Hex is going to dump now that Wise is opening up. But I think that, Hex seems pretty solid. I'm interested in Wise. I just threw another ETH at Wise. I put up a whole video this morning. And I got links to the Wise down below. So let's see how that fares. I'm speculating on that. It's a little speculation. But yeah, I'm with Marlon. I'm voting Bitcoin ETH on the 2024 ticket as well. Sell the Hex before big payday, says Marlon. Yeah, I don't know what's really happening on the Hex community because I'm not in it, but all I could say is that, yeah, I missed the ball. Listen, if I miss the ball, I'm not always right. You know what I mean? I told you guys I can't bat 1,000 out here. Okay, I'm not going to catch every single one. I missed the boat on that one, and I'm trying to pick up the boat over here on Wise. And we've experimented with other platforms. But yeah, that's what I'm hearing now, that people may be dumping Hex to get into Wise, and then they may be buying the dip. I don't know. I got my votes in ETH Bitcoin too. Just got my 32 stack waiting, says Tyler. Kaboom to that. Yeah, it seems we talked about it yesterday. It could be as early as December that they open this thing up. I don't know. The ETH 2.0, which allows you to earn Ethereum rewards for staking. So shout out to the 32 ETH Club. Kaboom to that. Look at ETH moving and grooving. We said it yesterday. I am interested in stacking more ETH. I really do think that this thing is going to move. If you don't have the 32 ETH, check out Rocket Pool. This will allow you to stake if you don't have 32 ETH. Yeah, thanks for letting us know about that. I heard, I don't know about Rocket Pool, but I've heard of solutions that would allow people to stake their ETH if they don't have the 32 ETH. So, keep an eye on that. Now, guys, just, to add to that, just be careful with all that, because since it's not open, you never know. And I would expect a lot of funny bunny. I'm not saying that Rocket is or isn't. And, I wouldn't expect Marlon to deal with the funny. But, just as a heads up out there, there's probably going to be a lot of funny bunny now opening up and promising this, that, and the third. So me personally, I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for the okay. I got the bag secured and I'm waiting. And I'll be honest with you, I may even sell the news. I was talking about this yesterday. I may sell the news and buy the dip. I mean, you know how these things work. It opens up the news and it booms and then it dumps. So, something to consider. But yeah, I like, regardless of whether it's to sell the news event, I think that ETH has legs long term, at least midterm. And Rafterman's getting ETH on Celsius. Yeah, you can get the ETH gains on Celsius. We've talked about that, and Celsius has been moving. The only thing about that, it's a centralized entity. But hey, so is Binance, and they've done all right. Then Marlon, then buy the dip. Staking rewards on Hex is huge. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing, that people are expecting Hex to sell off, but then they're also expecting to buy the dip. So, that same mentality, I'm thinking about that for when ETH unlocks. But yeah, I'll take a few more comments and questions. It's getting a little later than I expected. So let me keep the ball moving out here, guys. I appreciate all you crypto maniac soldiers out here. Marlon, Rafterman, Tyler, the rest of the boomers. I passed out the lemons, did I? Yeah, 76 is the winner. And we're steadily locked and loaded out here. I told you guys, I got the Wise reservations on lock. I got a little bit more than 3 ETH. If I use more ETH, I will consider those that use my referrals, as I already have. And yeah, I'm excited about this as a Hex competitor. Okay, so there may be a Hex dip because of this, guys. Look how much, there's 6,000 plus ETH in this, and it's only growing. Contracts audited, the team's public. I don't know. You let me know. On that note, I'm out of here. Shout out to Marlon, Tyler, and the rest of the boomers. Stay strong and make sure you do some exercise. Don't stay behind the computer all day with a hunched neck. It's not good. Make sure you stand up straight. Get better posture. Eat some good food. Breathe some good air. You're walking around with a damn mask on all the time. I heard people are getting strep throat and whatnot. So, breathe some fresh air out there, guys. Go for a little jog or pull some weight. You know the deal. On that note, I'm out of here, guys. Stay strong. It's the voice of the blockchain Satoshi's big cousin, crypto's finest. Champagne Crypto.